too hard, or I might attract people into the offer that then have a lot of objections to what I'm actually teaching. So how long do you want to do this warm up for? I think a minimum of 2 weeks. If it's a high ticket offer or something that you routinely sell or repeatedly open and close, you could do this for longer or in repeat cycles prior to each active sales period. So that's kind of what I'm doing with my podcast and with my email. I just keep people focused on how you can make your business better with marketing and personal branding. I talk about all things related to that. It doesn't really matter what I'm selling at the moment. Most of my evergreen offers are linked to this outcome that people want. They want to have profitable businesses. They want to have businesses that they enjoy. They want things to be easier. So where are you going to do that? Well, wherever you're talking to your ideal clients, so whether that's your social following, whether that's in blog writing, whether that's in a podcast, whether that's an email list, whether that's a Facebook group that you own, all of those places are great places to start the warm-up. And it should be consistent across all of your platforms. So many of us will have a number of social media platforms. We might be doing a number of these things. And when you're in the warm-up for a launch, there's just one kind of topic. Something that I used to get wrong when I was at the beginning of doing all this is I would just talk about all these different things, and then people would get confused, and then I'd bring the wrong people towards me. The people that were really interested in the topic would think, why is she talking about that now? So really, you just need to talk about this one topic that is leading into your offer. So an example of a warm-up from my launches, Thriving Therapist Formula, which I now sell as a self-study, used to be a coaching program where you would get over a year 6 group coaching calls with the amazing content that's in there. So in the warm-up period for this, I would send emails to my list about self-doubt and confidence. So those are the pain points that people have for this offer. And people want to feel confident as a therapist, and they want to do well as a therapist. So there was a message about thrive professionally, financially, and personally. That's the desired outcome, right? So I would be writing about self-doubt and confidence and these desired outcomes. I would have social media posts about these things as well. And I would really notice any comments in Facebook groups around confidence issues, around feeling anxious as a therapist, around not enjoying being a therapist. And I would reply to that, not with salesy stuff to my offer, but just to sort of get people thinking about me, people who had this problem. So we want to create excitement in our launches. That's a really important ingredient. We want to create kind of the excitement that a new movie or a new TV show or the new season of a TV show does. So something is coming. I'm working on something for you. I've got something that will help. So this works really well with a new offer. Something I've done a bit on Instagram, which people love, is I do like a post where you can't exactly see the name of the offer, but it's like something's coming, and then I'll reveal that image over time. But that's just an example of how you can kind of have this teaser effect going on. You can also do this with offers that you repeatedly launch with a time limited cycle. Of course, it doesn't work that well for an evergreen that's been around for ages. You're not going to use this creating excitement step for this, but it's really important, and it helps you get excited for your own launch too, and it helps you start to talk about it in a way in which you're really expressing the belief that this can help people, this can change people's lives. So you might like to document the journey with behind the scenes views of these offers. This is keeping your audience up to date. They feel part of it. They feel special. You can start a countdown to when the offer is launching, when they're going to get that opportunity to do that. If you've ever done Marketing Magic, which has got the sales page training on it, I talk about having a countdown timer on that works as well. It's just something about humans. We like sort of that momentum of a moving time signal. So some examples of an option that you can choose to use in a launch is a pre-launch offer. So I've done this a number of times. I did it for Launch Magic. Some of you watching this would have bought during the pre-launch offer. So this is when you announce the offer name and you sell it either before it's ready or before the cart is open. So it's quite a good strategy if you even just want to test, is something going to sell? Everything I've done this way has sold well, but that's because I know my ideal client really, really well. But what it does is it kind of gives you this opportunity talk about the offer, create excitement out the offer. You do that documenting your journey stuff as you're getting it ready for the people who have bought it. Now, I guess if